but I just know we back. Oh my God. Oh girl, hush. Oh, they don't have a bedroom either. Now that I think about it, they don't got a bedroom either. Child, I don't know what happened. For the people on YouTube and for the people on Twitch, I have no clue what happened. I just got an error message and then I got the stream ended. So this will be like 2-part live stream. It's based on what we're working on. It's a 2-parter. Triple H is tired of fighting with somebody who's not even in her house. She is tired of fighting for her husband's love. Okay, every night I got to fight to prove my love upstairs to go, smack it, flip it, and rub it down to prove to her that I still love you. I care about you. I'm not worried about my ex-wife. It's all about you, baby. Okay, he trying to prove that, but she pissed off, and it's just like you're gonna continue to fight for space in his head. I feel like you should have listened to Danny when she said the second wife always gets less. And while he might, look like Prince Charming to you, and while this might be a fairy tale, nobody ever tells you how much of a son of a bitch Prince Charming turns out to be once he got good and comfortable. And you're about to find out. Granted, I still think if Naomi doesn't, have a misfortune, she gonna steal her baby. She gonna steal her baby, which is probably gonna be the thing that um tears Naomi and Jacob apart if they do it that way. Now, Naomi is like, listen, babies weren't in our plans. We've talked about this. I don't want a baby. I want to be a great lawyer. I want to change the world. I want to make stuff happen. And because women, maybe they get the brunt of a lot of abuse. Women get told you need to be at home, you need to raise your kid. You're a bad parent, you're a bad mother if you're not at home and giving up everything to be there for that child. And it's just like, let's be clear on something. Women can get out here and work and have babies and be the best goddamn mother and be the best at what they do and be great at what they do and be a great mother. Two things that go hand in hand as long as there is a healthy balance. But there's that fear, possibly a couple other fears, like maybe you'll start cheating on me. Maybe you'll start cheating on me if I have a baby. I don't know if that's an option, but she doesn't want kids because she wants her career, and kids were never in their plan. And listen, Jacob was like, my dad always says nothing is really ever a mistake. And she's like, what do you mean by that? He means that maybe this is meant to be, and maybe we need to rework the already laid out plan because the stars came together to align to place this baby in our lives, which really is a clump of cells right now, but I digress. And maybe it's time to pivot. Maybe it's time to pivot. And it's not like they don't have a support system. It is not like they don't have a support system full of people that would be there for them when it comes to raising this baby. Like that, let's put that out there. Donnell Jones' frat brother's gonna roll deep for the party and they're gonna take the watch to get it clean. And while Vanessa was reminiscing about how she gave, Boozy Susie that watch and how they had been failing to connect before the anniversary, he was busy with his job. She was busy trying to get her company off the ground. And she got him the watch and she was like, he opened it for the first time, he was silent. And it was like, oh, that's so sweet. Andre wants to know, listen, all I have, like Andre is like, all I have is Nicole and Ted. And I can't lose them. And I really can't afford to lose them if the Duprees are going to be all up in my business trying to make me the villain of your story. Like, you might be used to it, but I'm not used to it. And if it comes down to it, they'll choose you over me, and then I'm going to be out here in the cold. I'll be out here in the cold. So what we talking about? Why is this marriage still going if we're both very much still in love with other people? And yes, it was different telling Nicole what was going on when we were sleeping together because that was just us having fun. But now it got all types of complicated because y'all married. I wholeheartedly get that. I could see them staying married for a while until their respective people have decided that they want to be with them. I could see them being together and having open marriage. I could see that. I could see a lot of things. I really don't want either one of them to end up with Vanilla Bean or Evil Genuine, but I'm not a writer on the show. Uh-oh. Damn it, Naomi. She was. Mm. Oh, she said the baby is a curveball. Mm-mm. She don't want them. So you're thinking, but did she say that? Did she, Naomi? She gave it up for your father. Oh, she don't want to be that selfless. Naomi, when it comes down to it, Danny never made you feel like she didn't want to have kids or you to be her child or anything like that. But Naomi is very steadfast on what she wants. She says a baby is not going to give her purpose like she'll have from her job. And she's not that selfless to give up her career or stop what she's doing for a baby. I respect it. Their union is freeing. They enjoy it. Andre says being a husband has its perks. Uh-oh, ground rules. Yup. Uh-oh. Y'all know y'all could have gave her some better lingerie than that. Like two raw chicken cutlets going at it. Girl, he been getting sensation back in his legs. Oh, girl. Blah. Blah. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Throw up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Could he not perform? Girl, don't nobody care about that. I've called Child Protective Services on y'all if y'all ever had a kid. Oh, girl. It's not just the fact that they share children that they have an unbreakable bond. See, Danny told you. That girl be playing in your face. Danny told you. He don't need pills. He don't want to. It's not gonna be a one-time thing. He wants to perform with Danny. Going for a walk, going to the country club, going somewhere else is not involving you. She said, maybe you need to talk to Dr. Reynolds. Maybe you need to talk to Dr. Reynolds. Maybe they can give you some pills to help. Girl, what? So true. There were. Correct. You would be correct. We're gonna be the same people. What? Hirsch. Well, no, I can't even say hush because that's your daddy, and you find out that the person that you knew is completely different than the person someone else knew. And sometimes you find out that the person you knew is exactly who you thought they was when other people explain that, oh, I had similar experiences. He over here losing it. Vanessa's still over here lying. And she's still hooked up with the man who ultimately put the hit out on her husband. This is gonna blow up in Vanessa's face. And let's just hope that her children want to have something to do with her after they find out everything that happened. Like, I feel like Vanessa's kids are about to bring hell down onto her life when it comes down to them finding out about her and Team Tony Soprano. Triple H went off on Evil Genuine. She's like, Danny is in your head. I can't compete with that. I need a child that binds us together, just like you're bound to Danny because y'all share two children. And he keeps telling her, we don't need that. Our connection is deeper than that. We don't need a child to hold us together. We don't need this. We don't need that. And it's just like, no, she needs that. She wants that. That's what she wants in her life to make her feel better about this and to also lock you down. She doesn't want you to be over there with Danny and your children. She can give two flying about Naomi and Chelsea. Did you not hear her say she wanted to have a child with you so her and said child could be your best family? If Naomi does go through this pregnancy, she's going to steal that baby. She's going to steal that baby. And she over here talking about, you having trouble performing. Maybe talk to Dr. Reynolds. Maybe get you some little blue pills, some blue chew, something. And he's like, I don't need that. And he don't need it. The reason he can't perform is because you're not Danny. He keeps thinking about Danny. He wants Danny. He wants Danny to be in his life. He want to take Danny upstairs like he took you upstairs. But I bet you if he took Danny upstairs, they would be hunching. They would. They would. If took Danny upstairs, all right now, they would be hunching. They would. Like I said, Naomi don't want no kids. Naomi don't want kids. Naomi don't want kids. Naomi don't want kids. She doesn't want children. There is nothing that Jacob can do to convince her to have that baby. She don't want the baby, and I gotta respect it. Vanilla Bean and Vanilla have hooked up in bed together, and it's just like two raw chicken cutlets going at it. Blah. And Danny Danny and Andre talking, and Danny is like, listen, I got some rules so I can make sure that my second marriage don't end up like my first. Uh-oh, we back. It don't matter what you would do. It don't matter what she would do. She don't want that baby. She don't want to be a mother. She don't want to be a mother. That's what you say. Child, what swag? You ain't got no swag, Jacob. She gonna grow to resent that child. Child, please. Child, please. Every parent is bound to let their child down eventually. Not on purpose. I don't handle kids, but that does happen. Every parent at some point lets their kid down, and it's not on purpose. Okay, Vanessa telling her son that, Boozy Susie Doug's addiction doesn't change the fact that, Boozy Susie loved his children and cared about his children. And it don't change nothing, okay, in this world or the next, okay? It was still your father and he loved you and he cared for you and you was always going to be his son. That's right. And Timu Tony Soprano is looking real stank face. What's the ground rules? Let's find out. Now she's still got a wisdom teeth. I feel insulted. I suffered my wisdom teeth. Open marriage. Okay. Open marriage, full on honesty and conversation. When they stop being fun, they still want to be friends. And if they catch feelings, they're gonna cross the bridge when they get to it. Oh, 3 orgasms a week. Okay, you should have went for 5. I bet you he up for the challenge. And there go your first, there go your first orgasm. Uh huh. Oh, Andre. Ooh, you make people feel. You talk about. I don't need toys to get the job done. Andre, stop. There are people watching. Child, now when Andre gonna make say let's move in together? Child, Jacob trying to talk Naomi into having his baby. Evil Genuine over there, walking off the fact that he couldn't get it up to give it to his young wife who still got her wisdom teeth. Vanilla Bean and Vanilla are rolling around like 2 raw chicken cutlets in that fire trap she calls an apartment. Flat hair Vanessa is trying to comfort her son while trying to appease her guilt. While Timu Tony Soprano is watching on like, these motherfuckers don't get out of my casino talk about this man. Like, oh, why y'all still talking about him? Oh, hater ass. He a hater. And Danny and Andre have come up with rules. So the marriage is going to be open. They're going to be able to sleep with whoever they want as long as they're honest and open and communicate. Let me write these rules down so I can go back to them just in case somebody's like, they didn't say that. Yes, the hell they did. Okay. One. Other people. They can sleep with other people. They are honest about it. Okay. Two. Um. Naomi doesn't. No, Naomi's never wanted children. She doesn't want children because she doesn't want to give up her career. Typically, women have children or get called bad mothers because they're focused on their career, or get called bad mothers if they're having more than one child. With get called bad mothers if you got married, had children, that marriage didn't work out, so you moved on and had another baby. You get called a bad mother. She don't want to be called a bad mother, and she doesn't want to disappoint the kid. What was the second option? Oh, to be honest with each other. To be honest. Be honest with each other. And yet, men don't get called bad fathers for being deadbeats inside the home or deadbeats outside the home. That confuses the hell out of me. But then again, we live in a patriarchal society, which when is the downfall of the patriarchal society going to happen? Okay, three. What was three? What was three? What was three? Anytime this isn't working, they are honest about it. Four, if they catch feelings, they cross the bridge when they get there. Write it down and make it a plan. BTG. I had to write it down just in case somebody be like, that's not what they said. That's what the hell they said. Oh, he came back. And she's out. That's exactly what you did. She doesn't have drama when it's not dealing with you. He knows exactly what he signed up for. He knows exactly what he signed up for. Oh, that's right. And he's supposed to give her three three orgasms a day. I forgot that one. And 6 rules. Uh oh. Uh oh. Mm-hmm. And she could pop up to your place, and you could pop up to her place. Okay, he getting a drawer. You ain't getting no damn closet space. Okay, you get a drawer. He can get a drawer. He can't move in though. Oh Lord. Oh, she's about to grind the pepper. She about to grind the pepper. That's what she about to do. Child, I think Danny and Andre got the healthiest relationship on this show at this point. Danny and Andre, Miss Anita, Daddy Dupree, and Madison and Chelsea probably got the healthiest relationships. You never think you want children until it's like right there. It's just like, oh, I never thought about that. Lord, ma'am, are you heading to the Are we gonna be singing going up yonder soon, or are you having a baby? It does not make her happy. So we singing up going up yonder. She doesn't want a baby. She doesn't want kids. I respect it. Like having a baby, giving birth is the first of all, being pregnant is a disability. 2, giving birth is the closest a woman is going to get to death if she does not die in childbirth due to the mortality, the maternity mortality rates that are high when it comes to Black women. So that's 2. And 3, you don't want to screw up a kid because you didn't want said kid in the first place and grow to resent the child, and then the child grows to resent you. You don't want that. So I respect Naomi and whatever decision she chooses to make. Because who the hell asked, if she wanted to put her uterus to work? Nobody. I knew that man didn't get fired. Mm. Disrespectful. You are so damn evil. And then you got your wife coming over her house talking about get down here right now. You have your own husband. Stay away from my. Don't nobody want your raggedy ass husband. Her husband is smacking it or flipping it and rubbing it down and doing everything she need him to do. Ain't nobody worried about you and yours. Eva, you're dumb if you listen to your mother. You are dumb as all get out if you listen to your mother. You put him out of your house for a reason. If you listen to her, you're gonna end up pregnant and heartbroken. But hell, who the hell? Let me mind my goddamn business since everybody want to do the opposite of what needs to be done. Let me go. Don't forget to hit those links in the description box down below if you're on YouTube. And like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and share me with your people. And if you're on Twitch, don't forget to hit the follow button. And we'll be back here at 7 for SmackDown. Because it's going to be a good time had by all.